This is Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force with a special message.
You!
Shine!
Subscribe
to
Geekdom 101.
Alright guys, so obviously most of you know that I was having some copyright issues all week with Shueisha, and I had created this review for the Dragon Ball Heroes Episode 3 promotional anime over on Twitch. I had created my original review, and I thought about just taking that review and kind of uploading it to this channel, you know, and just kind of just, you know, only about 3,000 or so people saw it on that channel on Twitch. But I was thinking, instead of doing that, what I want to do is I want to instead give you like a new review. Okay, so what I did was I went back in and I watched the episode again, and I want to kind of give you my thoughts. So that old review, if you already saw it, you're going to get some new thoughts here. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to give you my actual thoughts on what I think about Heroes Episode 3. Now, the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to Heroes Episode 3 is we have to, okay, in my opinion, this is a very polarizing episode. In my opinion, this was actually my favorite episode of the Heroes anime. I know some people said it's their least favorite. It's my favorite, and it's only for one reason, really, but we have to really understand what this Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime is. And a lot of people don't like it, and I can't even blame you, because they're only, you know, less than 10-minute episodes. This one happened to be 9 minutes and 20 seconds. The other ones were about 8 minutes, so they are getting a little bit longer, but they're very short, little, sort of like anime cutscenes is really the best way to think about it. So we cannot judge this based on it being a full-length anime. Now, if that means that you're not going to like it, that's cool. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but I like watching Dragon Ball, and any little thing that I can get my hands on, I watch. You know what I'm saying? I love Dragon Ball, so even if it sucks, I'll watch it. But I don't think it's fair to judge it as a full-length anime. Now, again, that being said, if you don't like this, don't watch it. But I personally had a pretty good time watching Vegito versus Cumber. Now, yes, these episodes are too short. Yes, they are. They are too short, and they are, you know, I do wish we had a full-length Heroes anime. I would love it if we had like a real, like, unique story. But not only are these very short, but they're also somewhat following guidelines, because I already covered the Dragon Ball Heroes Chapter 3 manga, which I'll leave a link to at the end of this video, and both of them sort of correlate. You know, now this episode ends a little bit after where the manga ends. In the manga, the cliffhanger is Cumber creates the moon, the artificial moon, and becomes a Golden Uzaru. And he's growing to becoming the Golden Uzaru in the manga, and that's where it cuts off. In this version, he actually becomes a Golden Uzaru, does a mouth blast, and Vegito defuses, which really blew my mind the first time I saw it. Overall, this Vegito Cumber fight is probably my favorite fight in Dragon Ball Heroes promo anime of the first 3 episodes, and that's not really saying much, because it's 3 episodes, and really, the big problem was that the first episode where we saw Goku versus Xeno Goku was a big letdown, because that fight between those two, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan Blue, is one that people have wanted for years, and the manga version was fine. That one actually felt like a battle. The anime version felt very empty and very quick and just not very good. Vegito Cumber at least gave us some action. We got to see the final Kamehameha, which I was very happy to see. We saw him actually formulate it the slow way. We got to see Cumber using that dark magic. The thing I liked about the episode is that it was very colorful. I really enjoyed the way the colors were. Yamamuro's animation style is a bit rigid. I mean, we've known that. But it certainly felt like Dragon Ball. And that's one thing that I got to give Yamamuro credit for, is that it might not be as close to Shintani's magic that he can pull off with kind of the looser characters. But Yamamuro, I think, for this, you know, again, he's not, a lot of people don't like him, but I think for what he's doing here, it works. For what he's doing here, it works, honestly. But what I found interesting when compared to the manga is that they didn't really do anything with Trunks here. Like, they show Golden Cooler watching the Vegito Blue with Kaioken Blue against Cumber fight, which, by the way, was crazy, because Cumber's sitting there fighting Vegito Blue with Kaioken Blue, throwing hands with the guy. And we've already talked about just how OP, you know, and just how overpowered Cumber is. So as the fight's going on, Cooler's watching it, and he's in golden cooler form, and then Trunks and Mai are kind of like running away because Vegito tells him to run away. In the manga, there was this whole other subplot where Ozato appeared, and there was actually a subplot where Trunks ran into Bojack, but that whole thing's been erased, and the manga ends with Cooler and Trunks going on a separate mission to go find Ozato, and they run into these like clones of previous Dragon Ball characters, like Majin Buu and Cell. That's how the manga ends, and I was like, whoa, like, okay, that's kind of cool. They're doing like a clone saga, like I guess kind of like Fighters maybe. I don't know, but basically none of that was in the anime version, so I don't know if they're going to cut that entire story out or if they're postponing it. See, the anime version is still very different from the manga of Heroes, Prison Planet arc, but I actually prefer the manga. I think the manga is better. I think that they're given more time to stretch stories out, and I enjoy it more. The anime just seems to be so constricted by this time constraints that I don't even know where the heck this story's going. Now, we did find out that episode 4 is going to be coming up at the end of September, and it's going to feature Super Few. Few powered up into Super Few, kind of like Super Mira, who's his dad, or at least it was his dad in the original storyline. I don't know if they've actually alluded to that here in the Prison Planet arc, but it's supposed to be his dad. So Few's going to get involved because during the Cumber Vegito fight, what ends up happening is the Prison Planet, like the chains that hold the planets together, is falling apart because they're giving away too much power. And I thought that was a cool concept, and I want to see what happens when Few shows up. We've already seen like a preview of this in the upcoming Dragon Ball Heroes video game update, so it should be the same thing for the episode. I, for one, am excited to see Few fight, but I'm also kind of hoping for more, and I think Vegito, it's weird. Vegito may have had less screen time overall here than he did in Super, but it felt like he had more. They actually paced the episode well enough that I felt like we had enough of Vegito, but also because we've seen him before in Super, it was like kind of tacked onto that, you know what I mean? But I still do wish we would have had more Vegito, and it was cool seeing him use the Kaioken. That was just crazy, but I do wish they would have made more of a bigger deal as to how much power Vegito actually had. And it's funny, because the actual name of the episode is The Mightiest Radiant Vegito Blue Kaioken Explosion. So you would think they would make a bigger deal out of Vegito Blue doing the Blue Kaioken, but hey, it's whatever. But like I said, the next episode in the Prison Planet arc should be at the end of September, so I'll probably be back covering that. And overall, this is, again, my new review. I'm going to give it a thumbs in the middle. I enjoyed it, but it's still... Heroes is totally skippable, I will say, if you don't really want to watch it. I just feel like most Dragon Ball fans who are hardcore fans, it's 10 minutes. You can go on a lunch break, you can go on a piss break and watch it while you're taking a leak in the bathroom, taking a dookie. It's just so little time that I can't sit here and say, hey guys, don't waste your time, because it's only 10 minutes. Like if this was a 2-hour movie and it sucked, or a 3-hour movie and it sucked, I would have the responsibility to tell you guys, yo, stay away from this. But because it's only 10 minutes and it doesn't totally entirely suck, there is some cool stuff in here. There are some cool moves. In fact, Cumber does that really cool little like claw move. That was a new move. We've never seen that before. Excuse me, the claw key move. So I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where it really isn't, like, it's 10 minutes, bro. Even if you don't like it, at least you'll know not to keep watching it. But I think it was the best episode of Heroes so far. Definitely the one that was the most exciting to watch. I think it was the best fight we've seen so far. And really, what more could you ask for? But that's, again, my opinion. If you disagree, that's cool. Like I said, it's only 10 minutes, so I can't tell someone don't waste your time, especially since, like I said, I had fun. It's 10 minutes long. I had fun. What more can I say? It's got problems, I'll tell you that much, and I wish it was different, but for what it is, it's fine. It's basically a cutscene. It's a cutscene. Anyways, well, that's pretty much it for the new review of the Dragon Ball Heroes anime. Promotional anime episode 3. If you saw the first review, if you want to see it, it's over on my Twitch under videos, twitch.tv/BigDGeekdom101. I think I'm still going to be using Twitch as a backup hub for videos, for in case I have more problems with copyright, because I seem to be out of the water right now with these copyright problems, these false strikes that were hitting my channel. I seem to be out of the water with it, thankfully, but it's still uncertain waters because Shueisha is going around striking anybody covering manga that they own, including not just Dragon Ball. I've seen small-time manga. I've seen One Piece videos get nailed. I've seen My Hero Academia videos get nailed, and many of them don't even have panels from the manga. It's just people talking. Someone's just going around striking people over there, and maybe it's a new intern. I mean, I have no clue, but it's causing a problem for us, and that's why, you know, I'm even uploading this today. Like, I would have had this review done. You would have seen the first review right here on Geek 101 on Wednesday, but I couldn't upload. I couldn't. You know, I've talked about that before, but this is my new kind of more thought out review, I guess you could say. I kind of rambled in the first one here. I think I kind of focused more on the pros and cons. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I don't know what else to tell you. Anyways, thank you guys so very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Love you all, and I'll see you soon.